You see, bro, I'm going to be honest, man. The way my father raised me, God rest his soul, and, you know, a lot of the game he gave me growing up, bro, a gentleman, when they give their word or they shake another man's hand, they got to honor that word, bro. Now, granted, we're talking about Keith Thurman versus Sebastian Fundora, bro. They have an agreement to get into the ring October 18th and mix it up in that square circle. Now, it is not a written agreement. It is a verbal agreement. When it comes to the sport of boxing, bro, I hope it is true. And I'm not saying that Keith Thurman, you know, or Fundora are not a man of their word, bro. Don't get me wrong. But, man, with this boxing, and we all know the dirty game and dirty business, it could be at times. I don't know how hyped or excited I could be about the fight at this point in time, but I'm going to tell you guys this, bro. I'm not mad at the fight. I would love to see the fight just alone, you know, with the storyline behind the fight, man. You know, Keith Thurman was supposed to be the guy that fought, damn, how the hell do I forget this dude's name out of nowhere? This is mind-boggling to me, bro. Tim Tszyu. Keith Thurman was supposed to be the dude. Salute Tim Tszyu, man. My bad. Keith Thurman was supposed to fight Tim Tszyu, and he had that injury, bro. He had an elbow injury or some was wrong with his arm, bro. And at the last second, Slender Man, the giant, bro, the dude that's like 7 feet, goddamn, you know, tall, fighting at 154 pounds, man. Sebastian Fundora stepped in to fight Tim Tszyu, bro, and had the biggest victory of his career, bro, becoming the champion at the weight class, bro. The bloody mess that fight was, man. Tim Tszyu suffering that cut, and I was one of those dudes that thought Tim Tszyu honestly was winning the fight, and I felt like he would have went on to win that first fight if he didn't get that gash. That's just my opinion, and I'm sticking to it, bro. So, you know, but it was supposed to be Keith Thurman that fought Tim Tszyu, feel me? So, you know, Fundora got that opportunity. I'm not mad at Fundora giving Thurman that opportunity. Like, look, bro, I got the chance to step in because you got injured. And everybody thought that it was because of that gash that Tim Tszyu beat me. I went back into the lab. Eventually, I gave this dude a rematch after he got a victory. And I went in there and beat this dude up. And I made him quit on the stool, man. And I'm not calling Tim Tszyu a quitter, bro. I think Tim Tszyu, again, is a warrior. But I just think Sebastian Fundora was well prepared for that fight. His corner was way better than Tim Tszyu's corner, the trainers and everything, bro. Sebastian Fundora elevated his game, got much better, went in there and proved to the world that you know, Tim Tszyu, you know, no matter what you guys want to say, that first fight that I did win, gash or no gash, I went in there and stopped this man, bro. And now, you know, I got that blessing because Keith Thurman got injured, to fight Tim Tszyu, didn't fight Tim Tszyu. And now I'm about to give Keith Thurman that opportunity, October the 18th, a gentleman's agreement, no contract has been signed. And why not, man? Sebastian Fundora going in there and beating a name like Keith Thurman is not bad for his resume, bro. And I'm going to tell you guys this, a lot of people might think that I'm crazy, bro. I'm not going to count Keith Thurman out of this fight, bro. I'm just not going to do it, bro. I'm not going to do it. I can't, again, bro, my mind is going crazy right now. The Australian dude, he beat his last fight, bro. But Keith Thurman, man, I feel the athleticism that he has, the speed that he has, the punching power that he has. We did call him once upon a time Keith One-Time Thurman, was knocking everybody out. You better not duck me, son. When he really wanted that Paulie Malignaggi fight, Keith Thurman wanted the Mayweather fight. Keith Thurman wanted all the big names when he was coming up, bro. And Keith Thurman was, you know, the man at the welterweight division, bro, at one point in time, bro. And he was the man that did fight Danny Garcia, beat Danny Garcia, power puncher, well-rounded boxer, man. Whether you guys want to hate on Danny or not, bro, Danny Garcia, I feel, is a Hall of Famer, bro. I don't care what any of you guys say, bro. Keith Thurman beat him. Keith Thurman beat Sean Porter, bro. Keith Thurman, man, showed heart and grit against Collazo, bro. Keith Thurman went in there with Manny Pacquiao and gave Manny Pacquiao, honestly, after getting dropped, bro, he did give Manny Pacquiao a good fight, bro. Keith Thurman, I feel injuries really ruined Keith Thurman's career, bro. If Keith Thurman really didn't get injured as much as he did, it's one of those dudes that's like, what if, bro? You know, what if? Man, I thought, you know, the athleticism that Keith had, the punching power that Keith had, and he was a solid counter puncher on top of it, bro. Just his overall boxing abilities. I felt like him and Terrence Crawford, bro, would have been a phenomenal fight, a fight for the ages, bro. A fight for the ages, quite honestly, bro. If Keith, you know, kept just fighting and fighting and didn't get hurt, bro, that would have been a fight. Bro, it would have been better than the Errol Spence fight. It would have been better than this fight now, you know, with Crawford fighting Canelo and everybody really writing Canelo off, which is mind-boggling. I'm not trying to go all over the place, bro, but I felt like that fight that we got robbed, all people and fans of boxing, bro, even casual fans that were watching the sport of boxing, Keith Thurman could have been one of those dudes where his name really started ringing bells if he kept fighting, winning, and didn't get hurt, bro, so often. I feel like him and Crawford, man, they missed out on millions upon millions of dollars, man. With that being said, you can never write an old dog out, bro. You can never write him out, man. You know, I'm not mad at Fundora taking this fight because, again, bro, Keith Thurman, solid resume, unified champ, fought really, really heavy hitters, bro, big names in the sport of boxing, bro. Fundora going in there and having his storyline with Tim Tszyu, that bloodbath, and then stopping him the next fight, showing that, you know, every fight he is improving as a boxer. Maybe hasn't even really reached that peak prime level yet, bro, of a name like Keith. I'm not mad at it, bro. And I would not write Keith Thurman out, bro. I would not write him out, bro. The only thing I'm really hoping, bro, is Keith doesn't get injured, man, before the fight. I'm just hoping, man. I'm hoping. And I'm hoping both of these gentlemen honor their word. Again, I'm not saying that either of these dudes are not a man of their word, but the dirty business of boxing and the politics and the money behind it and all this stuff that goes on, bro, when they write these contracts, I hope everything falls into place and we get this fight. I would be hyped to see this fight, bro. And Keith Thurman, Sebastian Fundora, what? He's like 6'4", 6'5", 154 pounds. I mean, Keith Thurman, what, 5'7", 5'8"? Is he going to be able to get into the inside? Is he going to be able to get past Fundora's distance and Fundora's jab, man? Because Fundora's jab and that distance that he kept, you know, in that rematch against Tim Tszyu, you can't say that this man didn't improve and elevate his skills. So me as a fan, bro, I'm thinking he's going to be even better with another training camp. You know what I mean? Going into another fight with a veteran and honestly a big name like Keith Thurman, man. I know a lot of people are probably going to shit on this fight, hate on this fight. I'm hyped about this fight. I hope it happens. I'm wondering what you guys think, man. You think Keith, the old dog, the old champion, he ain't even that old, bro. Even in boxing, bro. Not even that old. He's not even, you know, he's not even 40 yet, bro. I'm going to go ahead and say. What, 35? 34, 35, 36? I still think he has that fight in him, bro. I hope he doesn't get hurt and injured before the fight. Like I said, he's been having a lot of injury problems throughout his career. It would be an interesting chess match, bro, because Keith Thurman is a boxing maniac, bro. He loves the sport. He studies the sport. Like I said, excellent counter puncher, good movement, great athleticism, has that thump, bro, has power. I would love to see the fight, bro. Obviously, I would have to lean towards Sebastian Fundora. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys now, I'm not going to count Keith Thurman out, bro. Hyped about the fight, October 18th. Gentleman's agreement. Hope both of these dudes honor their word, bro, and we get this fight. It's your boy Armin with Real Talk. Catch you guys on the next one, man. We out of here.